Jerusalem.
Well, for more analysis, with me is BBC Arabic's Saeed Shehata. Saeed, thank you for joining us on the programme. What more do we know about the death of the Al-Jazeera cameraman? Of course, Al-Jazeera is one of the few networks broadcasting live and regularly from the Gaza Strip.
Samer Abou Douka was a cameraman with Al-Jazeera, and he was another journalist from Al-Jazeera. His name is Wa'il, also was injured, but Samer Abou Douka was killed because of there is no sharpel or drone, so they are not sure exactly, but it's from Israeli, strikes. So this is what the Qatari network Al-Jazeera said. He was not helped because the rescue ambulances couldn't reach him on time, so he was bleeding to death. And this was worrying because the committee to protect journalists saying, at least 64 journalists were killed over this war. So it is worrying for journalists, for the civilians, and shows how the war is cruel on the civilian and the innocent people. And this is the reason for the call for a ceasefire and truce and other ways to stop fighting in order to avoid the casualties of these Israeli strikes.
And in the midst of this, other accidental deaths, this time 3 Israeli hostages. There's growing pressure on the Israeli government to ensure the safety of Israeli hostages in Gaza.
There's been a demonstration in Israel almost every Saturday in front of the Minister of Defense, calling for a truce, a deal in order to release the hostages. Israeli army believes that it can release the hostages through their special operation and through the military means. But it shows in this incident they were not successful to do that. So the pressure is to reach a truce, and this is what they're talking about. No talk about the ceasefire now, but talk about a truce like what happened before for a week, which helped to release some hostages from Israel and some foreigners, in addition to prisoner from the Israeli prisoner Palestinian. So all the pressure now from Mr. Sullivan when he came to the region and from other parties in order to reach a truce. And I think the pressure from inside, will be the more influential and crucial in order to convince the government of Netanyahu to do the truce sooner than later.
Thank you, Saeed Shehata, for joining us here on BBC.